Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. While Season 4 for Modern Warfare and Warzone may currently be delayed, one thing we know for sure is that the content is still coming to the game. Of course, we saw that Price and Kyle Garrick were confirmed via the initial trailer to be two of the new operators coming to the game. The Galil and the Vector have also been confirmed, and so has Scrapyard for a new multiplayer map. But that is all the short-term content, right? We are going to see all of that added in here pretty soon. But what about the long-term content, the future seasons of Modern Warfare, and the kind of focus the game will have after it is no longer the current title? Well, as odd as it may be, we actually have some solid information about the future DLC and updates the game will get later on down the road. So, as we break it all down, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, I am always covering the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything in between. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on to stay up to date with all of that. So first things first, let's talk about the actual seasons for Modern Warfare and sort of what we can expect moving forward. Obviously, as I said, right now Season 4 is delayed. It was supposed to actually launch today, but as we talked about yesterday, it did unfortunately get pushed back. But that said, it is still coming, so is all the content, all the maps, weapons, modes, operators, new features, all the bug fixes and changes, it's all going to be here in the future. So outside of the release date, as far as we know, nothing else has changed there. But after Season 4 is where things get a bit interesting. So going off of what we have seen so far, the previous seasons have all lasted 8 to 10 weeks apiece. So let's assume Season 4 is going live next Tuesday/Wednesday, since it's probably going to be an overnight update. If it were to last 8 weeks in total, it would then end on Tuesday, August 4th. And then that is effectively when Season 5 would start. Now, if Season 4 lasts for 10 weeks, then it would end on Tuesday, August 18th, and that is when Season 5 would start. Either way, we are probably looking at a early to mid-August release for Season 5, but after that, things then become a bit trickier to predict. So, if you didn't know, currently all that has been leaked for Modern Warfare indicates that there is going to be a total of 6 seasons, but only 5 that are actually numbered, which, yeah, sounds kind of weird, I get it, but according to the leaked Officer Challenge emblems, we have emblems for Season 0, which is when the game launched, and then Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and also Season 5. So 6 seasons in total, but the last season is called Season 5 because Season 0 is included in there. Now, as far as Season 5 goes, if it were to last for 8 weeks and start on August 4th, it would effectively end on September 29th. And if it were to start on August 18th and then last for 8 weeks, it would end on October 13th. Of course, there is a whole different set of dates if both Season 4 and Season 5 were to last for 10 weeks apiece, but to spare everyone some more number talk, going off of what we have now would line up with a fall release or an October release for COD 2020, which as of now is still scheduled for a fall release according to Activision. Now, Black Ops 4 launched on October 12th, then Modern Warfare on October 25th. So specifically, that October 13th date looks awfully interesting if you ask me. Anyways, that is essentially the rough time frame that we're looking at for the current year of updates. We are going to talk more about the second year updates a bit later on, but I did want to get that out of the way since it is kind of the basis for all other content we're talking about. Now, let's also talk about the Season 5 content that has apparently been leaked, because yes, there is some that data miners claim is based around Season 5, but as always, leaks are just leaks at the end of the day. They prove existence, but not necessarily execution. So they could be chalked, they could be real, really only time will tell. Anyways, as we have talked about before, we initially saw the APC-9, the Vector, the HKG-28, the Galil, and also the XM109 leak via the files. However, in the time since, we obviously got the confirmation of the Galil and the Vector via the story trailer. Apparently, the APC-9 appears to be a scrapped asset, and thus it's probably not going to be coming to the game. The XM109 has been renamed to the Rytech AMR, and Gene JWE, the leaker behind these weapons, thinks that it'll be the mid-season weapon for Season 4. On top of that, the G28 is still in development, and alongside all of that, the AN94 appeared in the files too. So now with all of that out there, between these leaks and also what we know is officially confirmed, it's assumed the Galil, the Vector, and also the Rytech AMR are going to be these Season 4 DLC weapons. And going off the info that Gene gave us, alongside a brand new leak from the MW2 Ghost Discord server, the AN94, the HKG28, and, surprise surprise, a new shotgun based off the Spaz 12 are looking like they'll be the Season 5 DLC weapons. And just cross-referencing leaks and files that we've seen posted about elsewhere, Modern Warzone also said recently that, to this day, there are still files for the Intervention, the Spaz 12, and also the Honey Badger in Modern Warfare. So, not to mention, apparently the Honey Badger and also the Intervention could potentially be coming to the game at some point in the future, but this does also line up with the info from MW2 Ghost regarding the Spaz 12. So, all things considered, between all the leaks we just brought up, I would say it seems likely that the G28, the AN94, and the Spaz 12 could be the Season 5 DLC weapons. Now, the MW2 Ghost also brought up a few maps that we could expect to see for Season 5, but especially with this leak, we have so many maps in the files right now that aren't released, we can never be too sure until they are officially announced. But supposedly, keyword supposedly, Terminal and Overgrown could be returning in Season 5 or even at a later date. Terminal was said to be leaked months ago, and unless it is a mid-season map for Season 4, which I would say seems a bit odd considering we have several other maps that leaked alongside the other Season 4 content, Terminal could be returning in Season 5. Of course, Terminal is an iconic map that we've seen a handful of times before. People have been wanting to see it return this year pretty much ever since the game launched, so those wishes could come true here in just a few months. Then Overgrown is another classic Call of Duty map. We actually already have Grandma's house, as it's known from back in the day, scattered all across the Warzone map, so it seems this one could have been subtly teased already, and perhaps it is going to make a return as well. Now, speaking of maps, let's talk about the single largest one that we have in the game, that of course being the Warzone map, because according to the files once again, it's not done changing. So Donetsk is the code name for Verdansk, aka the Warzone map in the files, and currently we are playing on Donetsk 2. However, there is also a Donetsk 3 in the files according to Modern Warzone, and he assumes that the third version of the map is going to be the map that we have as a result of the bunker situation with the Nuke and Al-Assad and Viktor Zakhaev. Now, we've also seen various other files referencing the dam evolving to somehow have more water running out of it, which could also introduce bigger rivers into the game, maybe even boats as vehicles for rotations. There's honestly a lot of possibilities with that one, but it is basically guaranteed at this point that the Warzone map is going to be changing. It's not so much of a matter of if, it is a matter of when. And Season 4 and Season 5 should have some pretty interesting surprises in store for us. So that is the content that we can either infer or assume will be released throughout Season 4 and also Season 5. But what about beyond that? If COD 2020 does release on time this fall, per usual, a lot of players are going to be jumping to that game since it'll be the fresh new Call of Duty. Now, it has been said that Warzone will be included in COD 2020, and if that's the case, that pretty much keeps Warzone alive and fine and dandy, no concerns there. But as far as the regular Modern Warfare game goes, I see tons and tons and tons of people asking what exactly is going to happen to it. And while it does kind of depend on the reception of COD 2020 itself, I assume seasons probably won't be a new thing after the next game releases. You know, we haven't seen any new operations in Black Ops 4 since it was bumped out of the primary spot, but we will still see some updates here and there. I would say probably not as frequently as we do now, where we have new playlists nearly every week and a new title update like every 2 to 3 weeks, but the game will still change some, just not nearly as often. So, for anyone wondering if Modern Warfare will still be quote-unquote alive after COD 2020 releases, I would say the answer is yes, but I guess you could say it won't be thriving like it does now in a sense. You know, we could see the occasional DLC weapon, we could see the occasional new map. I mean, there is tons of them in the files. Same deal with operators and limited time modes. So surely we are going to have updates, just not on the same scale. Anyways, with all of that being said, that is effectively what we currently know about the future of DLC here in Modern Warfare, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all Scuff, G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found in the description below, and once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.